Now, before we get into this video, if there's any of you guys that wants to work with new media and you want to cover fights, if you live in New York, Texas, Las Vegas, California, Florida, Saudi Arabia, Canada, Japan, Australia, or even the UK, contact me at Dontaesboxingnation@gmail.com. Dontae's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So the Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia fight will now be hosted at the BARCLAY Center. This is great news, guys. The BARCLAY Center is back when it comes to boxing. They've been absent for quite some time, but now they are back when it comes to hosting fights. This fight was originally supposed to take place in Las Vegas, and thank God it's been upgraded to the BARCLAY Center, because the atmosphere in that Barclays arena is electric. And the best thing about the crowd is they are real boxing fans. You know, in Las Vegas, you get a bunch of race fans. This is the reason you had an all-American Devin Haney getting booed in his own country when he was fighting against a foreigner in Vasyl Lomachenko. And by the way, even though it was a pro-Lomachenko crowd, the majority of the boos were coming from Mexican fans. And the reason why I know this is because I had a Mexican friend that was there. He was watching the fight live, and he told me, he said, man, there were so many Mexicans there, and they were the main fans booing. The reason why I consider him a friend is because he is anti-racist. Understand this, guys. There's a difference from someone just telling you they're not a racist and someone being anti-racist. This Mexican friend of mine is the one often telling me how racist Mexicans are towards black people, including his family members and his friends. So these are the type of crowds that black Americans are dealing with when they're fighting in California or Las Vegas, and they're fighting against someone that's not black. By way of contrast, I remember when Mikey Garcia fought Adrian Broner at the Barclay Center. Leading up to that fight, Mikey Garcia, he put up an image on his Instagram depicting Adrian Broner as an ape, as Donkey Kong. And even though the majority of fans at the Barclay Center were black, they still didn't boo Mikey Garcia. Oh, and to add insult to injury, after Mikey Garcia beat Adrian Broner, he showed up at the post-fight press conference with a banana in his hand. The fact that the Barclay Center audience, they never booed Mikey Garcia, it shows you the stark contrast between Las Vegas fans and the Barclay Center New York fans. So this is great news for Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, where they're both going to be respected in this arena. But for Devin Haney in particular, his stock continues to rise, because this fight against Ryan Garcia is going to be Devin Haney's third fight in a row where he's going to sell out the arena. Devin Haney, he sold out the arena when he fought Lomachenko and Regis Prograis. Now, you'll always hear some non-black race fans say, Devin Haney, he doesn't get the credit for that large crowd. That was Lomachenko's doing, because I was there to root for him. The fans were there rooting for him and booing Devin Haney. And let me just make this point clear to the race fans. When you say, oh, but I was there rooting for Lomachenko, the fans weren't rooting for Devin Haney, they were there for Lomachenko. It doesn't matter who you were there for. You bought tickets to a Devin Haney versus Lomachenko fight. It's like saying you watch Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th films because you're rooting against Jason. You're rooting against Freddy. You want to see somebody kill him. It doesn't matter if you're rooting for the villain or you're rooting for the good guy. You're paying for tickets to watch the movie. And if you guys have noticed, outside of Lomachenko fighting Devin Haney, he has never come close to selling out an arena the way Devin Haney did against Regis Prograis. Neither has Ryan Garcia. When Ryan Garcia wasn't fighting Gervonta Tank Davis, he had never come close to selling out arena the way Devin Haney did against Regis Prograis. A real star is a fighter who can do it on their own, meaning they don't have to be in the ring with Gervonta Tank Davis. They don't have to be in the ring with Floyd Mayweather. They can do it against Regis Prograis. In fact, when it comes to Lomachenko's previous opponents, man, if Devin Haney was in the ring with Nicholas Walters, with Gary Russell Jr., with Guillermo Rigondeaux, all of those fights would be guaranteed sellouts. But when Loma fought those guys, he fought in little small arenas, little clubs, outside of when he fought Gary Russell. But even then, he didn't come close to selling out an arena. The only time a big crowd wanted to watch Lomachenko fight live is when he was fighting against Devin Haney. So with that being said, I'm looking forward to a really electric crowd in the Barclay Center. I'm really happy that the Barclay Center is back in the sport of boxing, even though I'm surprised that DAZN would be hosting the fight there. I mean, realistically, ESPN and everyone should be hosting fights at the Barclay Center. Hopefully we see this in the future. But for now, hopefully we get to see some of DAZN's best talent on this undercard. Fighters like Ammo Williams, who is a beast, one of the best prospects in the game right now. It would be really nice to see him on that undercard in Barclay Center. With that being said, I'm gonna wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes,
Fever blisters, diabetic ulcers,
this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Deki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodeki.com.
Like them on Facebook and follow them on Instagram.
Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. So to get this hookup, make sure you follow and contact my man Scalp Carolinas on Instagram.
Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues. So make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.
An important message from Youth Fountain Laboratory, makers of VasoFlux and VasoFlux for Men. If you're over the age of 35 and over the years you've eaten pizza, dairy foods, deli meats, or meats with fat, you are likely to have some degree of plaque buildup in your veins and arteries. This increases your risk of suffering a stroke or heart attack exponentially, and no one wants such a catastrophic event to occur. Introducing Blackout. Blackout is made of all natural ingredients proven to help dissolve clots in the blood, remove calcium deposits and plaque from the walls of veins and arteries, improve viscosity of the blood, improve elasticity of the veins and arteries, treat varicose veins, and prevent the reoccurrence of plaque buildup. For more information, visit Youth Fountain Laboratory at youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-7856. And remember, to help unclog veins and arteries, get the Blackout.